What do you plan to do when you retire? This month's Everyday Hero didn't want to take it easy when he received a second calling. Instead, he works hard every day to ensure the needs of others are met. Carly O'Keefe shares the story of Pastor Dean Wallace of Charleston, Missouri.
Hundreds of bags of food are piled high as volunteers fuel up for a busy afternoon. Meanwhile, outside, a line of people wraps around the building.
We start giving out food from 1 to 4. People start lining up at 9 a.m.
It's Food Pantry Day at Shining Light Baptist Outreach in Charleston, Missouri, and Pastor Dean Wallace is at the center of it all.
Good to see you today.
Pastor Wallace was instrumental in founding Shining Light some 15 years ago, and it's grown to meet the needs of Mississippi County families.
Let's have prayer.
A 2018 report by the coalition Missourians to End Poverty ranks Mississippi County's poverty rate as the 3rd highest in the state. While many families here receive public aid, Pastor Wallace says it often falls short, so Shining Light helps fill the gaps.
The senior adults that are on fixed incomes, we try to stretch their food dollars. The young single parents, we try to help them meet their needs, and those that are struggling with families to stretch their food dollars.
On this Food Pantry Day, 350 to 400 families will take home food to help them get by.
Last year we gave away over 500,000 pounds of fresh produce, and we're well on our way to set that record.
But food isn't the only thing Shining Light provides. There's a children's library, a computer lab, a clothes closet, and church services every Sunday.
So it sounds like you feed the body, the mind
and the soul.
Morning, noon, and sometimes even late at night, Pastor Wallace is here, working to ease the burden of others and make sure that families don't have to go to bed hungry.
I get calls at night. My wife and I come out here sometime at 10, 11 o'clock at night to get emergency food for families that have nothing to eat.
Now, it might sound like a full-time job, but Pastor Wallace says it's not work at all.
This is what God called me to do. This is my calling. This is my passion. This is my life. And there's some people, when they're out of work, we get to meet them. When people are down, we get to meet them. When people are hurting, we get to meet them. When people are in need of someone just to listen, we get to meet them and share God's love. And that's what we want to be, is that light to guide people to a safe harbor and to where they can support themselves.
He really does truly work hard for the community, and his heart is for the whole community, but mostly for the children and the youth of this community.
That's why twice a year, Shining Light hands out backpacks full of school supplies, food, and a Bible to Mississippi County students. And some of those students who've gotten help from Shining Light give back. On this Food Pantry Day, it's mostly children pulling the wagons that deliver food to families' vehicles.
This type of program, of course, when you have some positive adults with them and doing some positive mentoring with them, it's going to have a great impact on their lives.
But Pastor Wallace says the effects that the kids and adults that he meets and helps have on him is priceless.
I'm the most blessed and the richest man in this country. Can't afford to go to Hawaii. Can't even go out of state hardly. But I'm rich because there is a lot of love in this place.
Wallace says while he's appreciative of the recognition, he thinks the real heroes are his volunteers who help carry out the work of shining a light every day. By the way, if you know someone you'd like to nominate, go to KFVS12.com/everydayheroes. We'll profile one special person each month.